give a hand for Richard and Nick in the back. Amazing, amazing so far. I love the energy in the room. I love coming down here first time. Where are we, Stafford? Thank goodness for Wings. I found it. So turns out you guys do a lot of business out here. That's great. Love the area. It's beautiful. So I want to start off. Some of you guys did not go to the restroom, so everyone just 10 seconds. Just stand up where you are. We're gonna get some blood flowing. Stand up, stand up, stand up, stand up. Stand up. Even you, Fred. Stand up. You're gonna twist a little bit. You're gonna twist a little bit. Okay, put out your hand next to the person next to you, all right? And with your mind, I want you to see if you can make them move. Jedi powers here. You guys know what? Give me the mic. I know. You guys see the mic? Can you hear me? All right. So, we're going to work on becoming a Jedi Master. And specifically for open houses, but you can use these things for any part of your business. I've been doing this training for about 9 years now, and I've never given it the same way twice. I say that because I think I gave this training out here 4 or 5 years ago. I'm terrible with time. It may have been last week. I don't know exactly what it was. It was a while ago. I gave this training. It's completely different though. It's the same name, same process, but the technology changes. The techniques change to get the same results. So we have a lot of really cool tools that we can use. Many free, some cost some money, and you pick and choose what you're going to do. But we want to use that to enhance what you're doing at your open houses. The reason I speak to this and teach on this is because this is what made my career here. I'm originally from Hawaii. Born and raised in Hawaii, sold real estate in Hawaii. I was a broker out there. All my family and friends are out there. I was a top producing agent for 4 years in a row in my company, and we moved here. My wife's from here. Started missing her family. About 8 or 9 years ago, we decided, you know what? I learned this skill of real estate. I think I can do that anyway. So that's where it got to the point of, sure, we can move to Northern Virginia. I think we can make that work. During the transition, I started to think about what made me successful in Hawaii. It's because I had so much family there. I connected with my sphere. How many of my family do you think moved here? No one. A lot of friends in Hawaii. How many of my friends do you think actually moved here? 0. So I had to rethink what I was planning to do. I had no past plans. No matter how hard I tried, no one was going to move from Hawaii here. Not once. And then when I moved here, my wife is from the Philippines. And so there's a language gap, a little bit. But I'm like, I can overcome that. I'm going to do business with her family. And it turns out when I moved here, they have a family member who's a real estate agent who speaks their language, so it's a little starter for me. So I've never done business with family or friends here in Virginia. So I had to start all over. And because of that, I was very picky about the company that I chose. There's no Weichert Realtors in Hawaii. So I was with a couple other companies in my career there. When I came here, I needed something that was going to give me an edge and allow me to do business a little bit different than the way I was used to. I had good sales skills, I just did not know how to generate those leads. So Weichert had an open house program, and they had online leads, and I said, that's great. So my first couple of years was almost exclusively Weichert Lead Network and open house. Now, when I started out doing open houses here, it was a foreign concept for me, because we did not do a lot of open houses in Hawaii. It's not like they don't do them there, just my broker did not believe in them. My brokers, the closest thing to a plan for our open houses was, we'll do one open house and we get a listing. If it doesn't sell in a month, and if our sellers are bugging us, we'll do another open house. Now, that was it. We never really had an expectation to sell our homes through open houses or to pick up business. And because of that, my entire career in Hawaii, I never did real business from open houses. So I saw this as a lost opportunity to pick up business, especially for someone like myself who could not rely on family and friends or past clients here in Northern Virginia. So I started that way. And you guys did you guys do the business plan already? You guys are working on that? So we're going to talk about a lot of things here. This is a 4-hour training. You got 4 hours, right?
Yeah.
condensing it down to 45 minutes. So you guys are going to have questions. That's okay. We'll address them at the end. I'm happy to stay late. And I'm going to be emailing the slides to your manager so you will have all this information. But the reason I want to drill down into this because I saw how much return on investment I have had from open houses. So my business plan, the way that my mind works is I need to understand every activity that I do, how much money am I making from that? Every time I talk to somebody, what's my return on investment? Every open house I do, what's my return on investment? Every time I send out a postcard, one postcard, what is my expected return on investment? There's a way to track that for your business. So if you think as a business owner and you track your return on investment per activity, you can start to pick and choose which activities make the most sense for you. And open houses eventually made the most sense for me. Anybody know how many open houses they need to do just to get a sale? Jen. So how many open houses do you think you need to have before you have any sale? From a lead generated from one of those open houses?
I'm a processor, not an agent.
Okay. Mr. White here in the yellow hair. How many open houses do you think you would need to do to generate one sale? You can generate leads, but turn it into one sale. Maybe five. Okay. We should start tracking. That's a great percentage. My office, we track this, is between 4 and 5 open houses leads to a sale. Some of my agents it's every 3. Some of my agents it's 10. And so there's a skill set difference that they're working on. So let's do some basic math here. Let's say your average commission check based on your price point, based on your commission, let's just say it's 10,000. Maybe it's 5,000, maybe it's 20,000. Everyone's different. Let's say it's 10,000. And it takes you 10 open houses to get one sale. How much is one open house worth? $1,000. So let's say it takes 20 open houses to get a sale. That'd be rough, but that's still $500 to do an open house. So let's say you work on your skills, you're able to get more people to your open house, you're able to improve your follow-up, and you're able to convert better at your open houses, and you're able to get down to just average of every 5 open houses leads to a sale. Now your open house is worth $2,000. All right? At the peak of my career, my open houses were worth $4,286. So I kept track of that. Now, I think many of you can get to the point where every open house is maximizing that. And you got to think as a CEO of your business. So there's 2 people in your business, the CEO, you, and your employee, you. Right? You are your employee. Think about it. If you were to hire somebody and pay them $2,000 to do an open house, what would you expect them to do? Oh, I'm pretty sure they would have to do more than you're doing now, right? Think about that. If you had to pay someone $2,000 to do an open house, your employee, which happens to be you, $2,000 to do an open house, what would you demand that they do? What would be their job description? Start thinking about that because that is a realistic scenario for many of you. Put it in the right context. So, the reason I choose open house, the Jedi theme is one I'm a geek. I love Star Wars. And luckily, it's the right theme today. We're in awkward. The other option is Peppa Pig, which is also making my house right now. So I figured the Star Wars theme was a little bit better. And the Jedi theme is, it all comes down to technique, training, mastering something, but using your mind. So it's not gimmicks. It's using your mind. At the end of this, you are going to learn some things that you can do to make people do things. Make people do things that they want to do, but they probably won't do without your influence. We're going to watch a 4-minute clip of a video. There's a book by Dr. Robert Cialdini called Influence. It's a great book. I would definitely encourage anybody to read it. I've read it 3 times. And we're going to see a summary of a few things. He's devoted his life's work to influence and persuasion and sales. And some of the things he points to is we have tendencies. When something happens, there's an automatic reaction often. The door opens, we all see you open the door. Why? You're going to ask yourself, why does everyone look? I tell myself, I'm curious, but there's people in this room that don't care who's coming in the door, right? They're still going to look. So there's certain things and cues that happen throughout the day or at your open house or when you're with clients that will cause them to do a certain reaction. And if you know what those are, you can be ahead of the game And you're gonna start to feel like you can move people. Now, don't do this. Don't do this. It gets weird. I tried it once, it gets weird. So try not to do that. But in your mind, you're gonna think, all right, this is on track. They think that they're getting out the door without becoming my client, but I know, based on what I just saw, they're gonna be my client. So, we're gonna start off our open house Jedi training. All right, long time in a galaxy far, far away, Hawaii is where I started. There was a Jedi, and these are the 7 levels to become an open house Jedi. So I know there's 3 levels of Jedi, but for this purpose, there's 7. All right, go with this. 7 levels to become an open house Jedi, and I'm the open house Jedi of Loudoun County. I'm looking for the next person here. I'm going to tell you this. I can plaster this all over the internet. I'm not worried about people stealing it because it is hard work to become an open house Jedi. You don't become a Jedi overnight. In this room, there might be 5, 6, 7 of you that follow this to the T and end up becoming very successful at doing open houses or increasing your level of business. Some of you say you may not need that, but hopefully you'll be able to take bits and pieces from this. So, start with level 1, and I call this the dark side. Level 1, I think it's the dark side because it's so easy to do, and this is what the majority of agents do. Even we, when we feel tired, don't spend a lot of time and effort. We last minute put it on the MLS, and we hold it open 1 to 4. And here's the problem. Sometimes we are successful doing that. Sometimes someone will still walk in the door, become your client, or you'll sell that home. So we think that's all I need to do. But there's so much more. If you do the other levels, you're going to increase your chances of getting business, selling the home for that seller, and definitely increasing your conversion at your open house. So taking it to level 2, very basic. This is what we at Whitecliff encourage our agents to do. Balloons, depending on weather, flags, riders, many directional signs. When I sold real estate, I bought 15-foot flags. It's like I had a car dealership. So I had 15-foot flags, obnoxious flags, and I had my regular 6-foot flags as well. And I would put them out whenever they were legal at the home. And people just knew that was my thing. I always tried to brand myself and stand out from the crowd there. Level 3, we're going to spend a little time on this. Social media, Whitecliff Pro or your contact management system, doing email blasts to agents if you're the listing agent. Some of the things we talked about today are for listing agents. Some of them are for just open house agents if it's not your listing. And then we're going to talk about dollar Facebook ads. Who here has done paid targeted Facebook ads? Well, a few in the room, good, excellent. So social media, there's 2 types of social media I'm going to talk about. This is the free stuff. We absolutely want you on social media because there's so much that you can do for free. Trish, where do you typically post open houses or things on social media?
You mean like Facebook?
Yeah, Facebook,
Yeah.
like.
I don't do Twitter, but I do Facebook, and I have it on my business page, and then I share it from my business page onto my personal page, and always make it public.
Are there local real estate groups here? Like,
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, I'm
Alex
sorry,
Williams,
yes,
Realtors.
I publish,
Okay.
yes. I also put it on, there's 3 of them, and I try to, sorry, Northern Virginia, but I do post it up in the Northern
I see it
Virginia
too.
area, because I do sometimes.
excellent. So there's 3 groups that you can attend, and both of your managers are experts at this. They can help you learn how to do this if you're not comfortable with Facebook, but you are leaving business on the table if you're not on Facebook. Once again, this is the free stuff. And if you're the listing agent or even just an open house agent, putting it out there, one, you're putting it out to the agent, which is good, but it's other people as well that can be seeing it as well. Whitecliff Pro or BombBomb e-flyers to all of your buyers, past open house guests, sphere of influence, any old Whitecliff lead network or rental lead network leads that you closed or may not have closed. There's a lot of potential there. Who here is doing some sort of video email other than your managers? All right, so I started testing the video email about a year ago. I've tested 3 different systems, and I believe BombBomb is the easiest to use, and we put together a really good deal with them. We're subsidizing, so it's $30 a month. If I were to retire as a manager now and start sales, the one tool I would use is BombBomb. one tool. It's so impactful. We'll talk about a few things today of how you can use that, but it's not just for open houses, it's for every aspect of your business. It is a game changer. All right, so open houses, this is the flyers you can see on Whiteford Pro. I know we have a lot of Whiteford Pro users and experts in the room, so I'm not going to go over too much in that, but you can, in about 1 minute, whether you're a listing agent or not, put together a flyer like this that gets sent out on Whiteford Pro. This is what a BombBomb email flyer would look like. You can record a video, introducing yourself. You can put links in here to the property website or to your personal website, all the information, and the video gets you so much more response. And you can track when people open your email and when they actually open your video. So you can send this out to your past clients, your sphere, anyone email on the network. I'm going to share how you can do this later, even if you don't have their emails. But you just click on it, and every email that you create through BombBomb, it creates a separate web page for that email. And it can exist separately from email. So now you have the potential to post that onto social media. Now you have the potential to add that to a link, and this is what it would look like. A live web page just for that email. Click on that, go to the website. Click on that if you want to watch a quick video. We're not going to go over the entire video, but it's basically inviting them to a neighbors only open house, or if it's past clients, you can send a video specifically trying to catch up with them and connect with them. A lot of potential on BombBomb. Almost all my agents are just getting into BombBomb now because of that potential. All right, you can create, if you're the listing agent, you're not going to do this if you're the open house agent. Who here creates websites for each of their listings? So what service do you use?
I use Houselines actually.
Houselines, great product, absolutely. So I've used a bunch of different options. There's one called Listing Domains or Listings Unlimited. So those are two options. Listing Domains, you can just pay one time per listing. It's $50, I believe. So if you have a higher end listing, you can create a listing that the address is 123mainstreet.com. And your sellers are happy because if you get people to go to that website, they can't find any other properties there. But you can do very unique marketing through that website. It creates a HTML email that you can blast out. Everyone get email blasts from other agents?
Yes.
It's kind of annoying, right?
Yes.
But you're an active agent. So those absolutely do work. Because it targets those agents in a certain area that may not be as active as you, that may not know the market. They don't search the MRIs for their clients, and until someone emails them, hey, here's an option, they don't call their clients. So you absolutely get a higher hit rate when you blast this out to 1,000 agents in a particular area, 5,000 agents, and you can do this through this service. Now this is the best one I've found because it's not an attachment. It creates this HTML email. If you create this website, this is what the email looks like, and it's a website within the email. You click on the photo, it'll go to the photo. You click on schedule showing, it's right there. So everyone knows that there's a hesitation nowadays to click on links or to open up attachments. This avoids that worry. It's through this process, this website creation process called Listings Unlimited or Listings Domains. There's Listings Unlimited is the same service, that's just a monthly subscription. If you want to pay $20 a month or whatever it is, you can have unlimited listings put up there. But if not, you can do a la carte, pay for one listing. So if you're the listing agent, definitely beneficial. Your first email blast to 1,000 agents will be free. After that, it's about $10 per 1,000 agents. So for $30, we send it to 3,000 plus agents or so. And on your listing presentation, that's something that you can advertise to your sellers. You're not telling them it only costs you $10, but you're saying, I'm connected as a part of a bigger network. I'm going to be sending this out. In addition to social media, I'm going to be sending this out direct email to many agents who may be part-time agents, but we still want their clients as well. Because those are the agents that may not hear about your listing. So that's a great option. That's a service that if you go to that website, you'll find out more about that. Once again, I'll email this to your manager. All right.